Hi, this is Roger Smith of the True Blue Lounge. Today I'm talking to Donald Gordon. Donald's a 1985 graduate of Mannings School, and they are celebrating their 40th year anniversary. Gordon, how you doing, sir?
Not bad at all, Roger. Good to talk to you again, man. Good to talk
Yes.
to you.
Good, good, good. And what's the temperature like in
And
sunny Jamaica?
it's warm. It has been warm since Sunday. People are thinking that we may be expecting something when the season starts.
Okay, okay. And when you say warm, what are we talking about? 30 degrees?
Why hot? Probably about 31, 32. Could have been.
Okay.
It's
Scenes.
hot. It's hot, man. And even the nights, wow. We thought last night would have been even a little bit cooler as it rained yesterday, but I can tell you last night was just as warm. You know. I don't know where you are. What's the temperature like?
Yeah, so it's 34, so I'm about 4 degrees higher than you. So
Right.
it's hotter in Texas here. So
Okay.
tell me something. So for the 40th year anniversary, I hear you got a lot planned. So I just want to sit back and hear all about it, sir.
All right, Roger. We kick off our 40th reunion. As I've always said, 85 is the mother of all reunions. We started way back. We graduated 1985. We started having many of things since 1990, raising funds in varying areas that we had been given to the school in at different stages. Um, so this year is 40th, our 40th reunion, and we are off to a bang of a start. We start on the 26th of June, and that starts with a welcome party in Farm Pen. We'll be having at Avondale. We'll be hanging at Avondale, cooking, eating, drinking. Yeah, just welcoming everyone to this reunion. And I can tell you, we are not locking the doors on anyone who wishes to come. Alumni, not, we just really want to have a good time with everybody. It's a point of reuniting with people that we have not seen for a long while. And that kicks off, as I said, on Thursday, June 26th. On Friday, June 27th, we'll be on the grounds of Mannings, walking and talking with the students. Not much of a deep mentorship thing, but liming with them, visiting them, liming with them, and we'll be closing out that day. We start somewhere around 8. We gather at 7:45. We get kicking by 8. 5 minutes to 8. We get kicking, and then after which we will round off with a celebrity hour that we'll be bringing in few celebrities, not which could include some acts, entertainers, but it's not about entertainment. It's about having a conversation with students, having a conversation with students, because our mentorship programs that kicks off, we are working very hard with this program, with every alumni we are meeting, and we are putting this document together. So come next year, July, when school is wrapping out, we'll be having another big day at Mannings, we'll be having real entertainment and all that. So we are just laying the platforms just now for next year. And we have Friday, Saturday would have been free for anybody. Do what you want, do anything that you wish. And on Sunday morning, 8 a.m., we'll be worshiping with the Petersfield Anglican, right? The St. Peter's Anglican Church in Petersfield. We'll be worshiping with them. And just after that worship, we'll be just walking across the road to the Mighty's residence, where we'll be engaging a brunch. And then we'll be moving to our varying spaces. But at the same day, there will be a parish show, an agricultural parish show, down in Big Bridge, and we'll be inviting each and all to come and see what the parish is being doing. There are a number of us who have left Jamaica for a while, not seeing anything, and we just want to take this opportunity to invite persons down to that agricultural show at Big Bridge. So therefore, they'll be able to see some of the steps that this parish has made. Then we go back to Mannings on Monday the 31st, that we will be, no, Monday the 30th of June, we will be doing a project launch. And our project launch this year we're looking to establish 2 classrooms on top of the general science lab. So therefore, what we would have had is a total 5th form stream that would have been upstairs, joining the Prescott block with Mumby block and then this G Science block. That therefore would have had a complete 5th form on that 8 streams, right? 8 streams of 5th form on there. And then we'll be moving to Wednesday the 2nd of July again. Wednesday the 2nd of July, that we'll be having a family fun day down in Little Bay. Very, very close proximity to those persons who know the Jamwest Speedway or the Jamwest Adventure Park, I think it is, yes. So we'll be at Little Bay Cottage and Jamwest for those people who really wants the adventure, playing, having a great family time, kayaking on the beach, doing all those things. And still, we're not closing the doors, despite all that there may be. And then on July 4th, we'll be having a mini sports day at the school, and we're expecting other past students from other schools to be amongst us, and we'll be also engaging in a little football tournament with current the Costa Cup teams, netball teams and all that. And this will mark the last day of school.
Okay.
And then on Saturday, the big gala, the massive gala that will be recognizing 40 individuals and organizations, the largest that has ever been. And this includes some 31 persons who have direct connections with the school. So whether they were teachers, whether they were part of the administrative staff, the auxiliary staff, the PTA, from the board, and then we're looking at the community to make some recognition there. And not only from Mannings that these people really play a part. There are some people who are philanthropists. There are some people who's been contributing indirectly to Mannings. And I'll give an example. We'll be recognizing NCB Scotiabank for their involvement, indirect involvement, even though it was NCB that started the Curry Festival for Mannings School, right? So we'll be recognizing because the employment level that these banks really take out. And there are other institutions that we could have been doing, but we won't be able to do everything. It's 40 in our 40th year. We'll be recognizing Froome Sugar Factory for their contribution over the years to Mannings. Employment, they have facilitated Mannings in just about every way. The great Owen Horhor Sinclair and Sinclair Bargain Center, posthumously, we'll be recognizing Owen Horhor Sinclair and Sinclair Bargain Center. We'll be recognizing William Mafood and Wisinko for their contribution. They have been with the Curry Festival over the years, and we think it is very important that we do so. We'll be recognizing Gordon Wood Stewart and the Sandals chain for their contribution, their indirect contributions to the school. The philanthropical work of Gordon Wood Stewart and Sandals is without question. We'll be recognizing Barry Salmon for his music. It was his music that actually had us in high school too. And we're as I said, we're going right across the board, in our recognition for persons and entities. The famous Blushyfoot, Dane Roy Foot, Blushyfoot, was a former member of the board of trustees, and his contribution to Mannings is awesome. And posthumously we'll be recognizing Blushyfoot, and posthumously we'll be recognizing Herbert Nita,
Yep.
in what we do, because it was during his time that we actually go through all that we have gone through, you know. So we are looking Mrs. Meggie, who was part of the administrative staff. Miss Elaine Saxton, Bobby's mother, will be recognized. She was always with despite her auxiliary work, she stuck with every sports that the school could have put out there, you know, and all that. And our guest speaker this year, very young youth, very youngster, will be Garul Hamilton. You know, he is making strides, and we believe that yes, it would have been so fitting that we have persons from the school being a part of all that there is. And
From
don't
from grit to glory, is that it?
okay, yeah, you know, and he'll be launching his second book within this very time. So he's actually making a two-in-one spin. And don't forget, we have a live band on the stand, and we'll be listening to Dean Stevens. Dean Stevens, a batchmate of ours who was lead singer for Chalice for about 20 years. You know, we have Linval Jackson, who had opened whilst being the lead singer for Jack Children, who would have been opened for people like Marcia Griffiths and Rita Marley over the years. You know, so we have a wide stock that will
So
be there.
so Donald, there's a lot going on. How are people
A
going to
lot.
keep up? How are people going to keep up?
We are going to be doing it, and we're not doing it by ourselves. I know we'll have the support of the alumni. We know that we'll have the support of the public. We know that we will have the support of everybody. Right now, we are pressing on a shirt drive, $3,750 or 25 US for a polo shirt. And, you know, it's going right now. The last order I saw was somewhere around 220 that persons would have been putting their orders together. And it's not too late. It closes tomorrow. It's almost done we really wanted to go down the pre-order line because we don't want these shirts to be sitting with us. So we are encouraging persons who will be listening that, hey, I have just one day, which is tomorrow, that I need to place my order. And you won't regret. It's nothing that anyone will regret. You know, it's value for your money. And for those persons who wishes to be a part of the gala, it's 15,000 Jamaican dollars or 100 US that you will be asked to pay. And as I said, it's all about supporting Mannings, right? It's all about supporting Mannings. And we really, as I said, we see the need for infrastructural work. Mannings is an old institution. Much of the buildings now needs to be reconditioned, if not reconstructed. You know, so there's much that needs to happen for Mannings just now. And I'll just use this medium again to ask each and every past student, the community, the business community, to reach out and see how best that you can assist as we make this drive. I think we need to reach somewhere around $15 million in order to complete. We want to ensure that this building is solar fitted. So therefore, over time, all this happens. So we are working real hard at it, and we really, really want to come through on this. So this reunion banquet also, there will be raffles, there will be auctions, there will be draws, you know, full package, Roger, full package. Nothing like has ever been. You know, we are raising the bar, and we want to encourage others to move that bar. Right.
No, that's really nice to see. Nice to see. So what I was trying to figure is like, are most of the people coming from the diaspora, or the most Jamaicans in Jamaica? I mean, where's the shift?
I tell you, we are just making that appeal. You know, there are persons who will be traveling. I remember I heard someone, I was at Scorchers Week, and I heard someone say, boss, 10 days, 6 major activities, nothing can pass me. And that person was not a part of my year group. So there are several persons who are planning for this event. It's an event of a lifetime, nothing that anyone, and within these days that we have not scheduled any activities, there will be activities. A cookout up a river, a this round, this or there, you know, just about everything that will be happening. So we'll have a 10 crammy days. So there's nothing that anyone would really, 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 really want to miss, you know?
So you guys giving that a nice little timetable, letting everyone know where the bus is? Is there like transport put on, or everyone doing their own
Just
thing.
all right. We had asked for registration. Anybody who, if you want transportation, if you want accommodation, just about anything, let us know ahead of time. We'll be working at all these things just to ensure that everybody becomes comfortable.
Where,
And that's
where,
what we want to be.
where's the banquet going to be held?
The banquet will be held at the Sean Laver Faith Hall. That's where the Catholic Church is at.
Uh huh.
Yeah, right. So it's between the Catholic Church and Sir Clifford Campbell Primary.
Okay.
Right. So we're keeping it central. If you're coming anywhere from the south side, Boomingtown. If you're coming from the west side, Boomingtown. If you're coming from the north side, Boomingtown. You don't have to be traveling all around to really,
Okay.
very, very, it is smack in the middle of town.
Okay. And my last question for you, sir, is the 85, the class of 85, what other projects are they doing for Mannings? Because I know they're pretty active. Can you just let us know, the ones that come to mind, so at least people know that you guys are on a mission to build this school?
I tell you something. I'll just go back a little bit of history, just to let you know. Whilst we were very active in terms of doing a number of things, um, the Curry Festival was taken from an agricultural fair, right? Started by Pius Lacan then, who was the agri teacher. So he staged the agricultural fair, of which the 85 were the main prize givers to the farm king and farm queen, runner ups and all that. So we were there with those programs. We were the very first batch that would have contributed to the renovations of the old building, right? As a group, we did that. We have made several other contributions to the farm again. We have made contributions to the cadets. We have made contributions quite around. In terms of our projects, outside of this building that we are looking at, we really want to stick to this mentorship program and see how best we'll be able to transform some of these youths. Our mentorship program, not our as in 85, but the general mentorship program that we are sitting at the table with people like Stripey, Oral Khan, persons from Dwayne Daly from 86, Jackie Daly, persons from 80, 88, 89, Esme Graham from 84, Don Williams and Sandra Spence from the Florida chapter. Right. What we are actually doing is putting something together because we want to track you from you enter Mannings until you get to that university level, and I'm offering all the assistance that we possibly can. We would want to see sports in the school be transformed. I am telling you. The bragging rights, someone just told me that someone donated, contributed some mass amount of money to St. George's. And I just want to make this appeal to the Mannings Pass student. You're right around this globe, you're in high positions. But I'll just tell you, if you don't have sports as part of whatever you're doing, we'll never be able to attract funding. Never ever be able to attract funding. So despite the academics, yes, Mannings is tailored for academics. They get the brightest of passes coming from primary level. So guess what? We really need to add sports, and we would really be working with those persons within the sporting areas to see how best we can improve sports in the school. It's a must, because children, it's a way of them exhaling, with all the stresses and all that. That's where they really, really go. And we really need to give them an opportunity to do that.
Okay, okay. Thanks for all that. Is there
Oh,
anything?
oh,
Go on.
yes, Roger. How could I ever go and not invite Roger? Roger Smith, I'm inviting you as a coach to come down to Godfrey Stewart starting the 7th of July. Um, it's last year we had the inaugural staging of summer school, football summer school, where these students between the ages of 8 to 13, male and female, come down to learn the basics of football, all fun. Those children that we're asking for registration, you could register at the Hotel Comingle, you could register at Godfrey Stewart. Because what it does, it gives them, they learn Spanish, they learn public speaking, They learned personal hygiene, social graces. All these things were taught to them outside of football. And
Wow.
I'm encouraging persons to really come down. We are encouraging the corporate spaces again, support, because guess what? It's a future. It's a future. There's quite a bit of funding. There's quite a bit of reimbursement. There's quite a bit of remuneration when it gets into sport. And we
And
are
and
encouraging.
this is the your group 85 is doing this?
It's the Roger Allen Summer School, of which I am the chairperson for
Okay,
that
okay.
program. Right, we started last year. Recognize all that there needs to be, and I'll tell you something, Roger. I met a participant the other day, and during that primary school league that they had, he said, coach, is what you teach we know. We use and beat unity, and win the title, so that tells you how much it means to them. And we're just
Right.
asking parents and everybody to please support. It's a different way of life. And these students have been into school all year. Allow them to have a little summer break. And I'm encouraging the schools. Allow these little youngsters to have a little summer break and go
Okay.
down to enjoy themselves. When they get back to school in September, they'll be renewed.
Question:
Yeah.
why Godfrey Stewart and not Mannings?
Centrally located, based on where how the traffic flows.
Okay.
Everybody sees it. When you're at Mannings, nobody sees it. But while here, people see that, people realize that something is happening. How do I send my child here? How do I support it? Because coming anywhere from Dunbar, Smithfield, that side, you'll have to pass by Godfrey Stewart. So
Understood.
you see exactly what is happening there, and you become a part of all that. People last year, people said keep it every Saturday. So therefore, my child will learn a little bit more. But it's a little bit taxing. But we're hoping that people will support, and we'll get the necessary support in order to drive a program that Westmoreland really requires, Westmoreland demands of us to do, in order for us to go forward.
Okay. Okay. Any more words about the T-shirt sales? Last day. Anything else you
All right,
need us
all
to
right,
say?
yeah, all right. I'll just say to everybody, please don't miss the celebrations, the 40th celebrations of the class of 85. It's not limited, because we really want everyone to be a part, to share in the glory, to laugh. Let us get back to something that is different, what we grew up with. Mingling with everybody, regardless of where you were from, right? And regardless of how old you are or how young you are, there's something that you could have learned from all that we're actually having here. So I am encouraging persons. We start on the 26th of June. We go through to the 5th of July. Um, six activities in 10 days. We'll be posting everything on social media. We have actually started, but we'll be posting officially as of this weekend to say that, yes, this is what it is. And we are encouraging persons. Our T-shirt sale is up, and we are encouraging persons to purchase the shirts. Um, my batchmate, Neville Wilson, said to his wife, you need to wear a shirt. Some years ago, she said, but I'm not a past student. I went to St. Catherine. He said, no, your husband is a past student, and that makes you a past student.
That's right.
So I am saying to everybody, even of your household, wherever you are, please purchase shirts, because we're getting orders from right around just now, and we're just asking everybody to just use this opportunity. It closes on that date. Doesn't mean that we may not have any more, but you may just not get any. Right?
Understood.
It's 3,750 Jamaican dollars, or 25 US dollars. Our gala tickets is $15,000 or 100 US. And our gala is actually on the 5th of July, starting at 6 p.m. with a cocktail. Official sermon starts at 7. And music, music, music.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I have some details of where to go to get the T-shirts from. You've just sent it to me, so I'll have them all part of the video.
Right. And
Okay, sir.
we're looking at some ticket outlets, of which I think without hesitation, I do know that Royal Pharmacy will be amongst those that will be selling tickets. I know of one location just far. Royal Pharmacy. And there are other persons that will be selling that will be making public in short order.
Not a problem. All right. Well, thank you very much, sir. And I
Thanks
hope,
for having me, man. Thanks very much for having.
no worries. And I hope the mosquitoes in where you are, managed.
Yeah, they are. I just hope that we don't have any issues for this hurricane season that we're looking at, because I tell you, it is pretty warm.
Yes, yes, yes.
You know?
Fingers crossed, they say.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Thank you, Mr. Gordon.
let me just take this opportunity, Roger, my very last thing.
No problem. I
Just-
feel your time,
I
man.
just want to just say thank you for the support that we're actually getting at this time. It's not about Donald. It's not about Herbert Nita. It's not about anybody. It's all about giving back. And I just want to take this opportunity to just say thank you to everybody who's supporting, especially that organizing team. They're working real hard to really pull off everything that needs to be pulled off, right? And we'll be hitting the road running again. When I finish this conversation, we'll be having a chat again, a group chat, and making sure that we fine tune as much as possible per night. And as we move through, hats off to everybody, and we're really encouraging everybody to come out and support. And I know there are other reunions. The 88, 89 starts on the 11th to I think the 15th. Then the 95 starts on the 18th, I think, until about the 21st or somewhere there. So there's quite a bit of activities happening. Mannings is on the.
Nice. Enough respect. Walk good, sir.
All right, Roger. Thanks again, man. And
Anytime.
job, man. Exceptionally good.
Anytime. Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Thanks.